Hey guys, Long Live Games Guy here, and today I'm going to be reviewing now one of my new favorite, one of my new favorite on cartoon shows ever, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, this show pretty much took me by the head. Bashed it into some good stuff, bashed it into some more good stuff, and then bashed it into more good stuff. This show is really good. Prepare to hear me say that a lot. A lot. This show is extremely good, man. No lie. No lie. So, originally, I was going to do a rundown. I've already tried to record this video like 2 times already, and I was just going to trying to do a spoiler-free rundown of, the seasons and stuff like that. No, at first I was trying to do a spoiler rundown of the seasons until I decided, you know what? This ain't gonna work. Because all I could say was, this show is really good. This show is really good. This show is really good. That's all I could say. I assure you, that's all I could say. And now I can say more. Now I can say a lot more. This show is great. Because, man, let me tell you something. It's not every day that you come across a show that has this. I'm sorry, a cartoon. Let me be clear on this. A cartoon that is like has so much character development. Like, you like almost every character in this joint. Like, I mean, that's an overstatement, really, but it's not at the same time. You either like some characters or feel really bad. This show has amazing character development. Amazing character development, yo. And the animation on this. The animation on this joint is just, it's just so good. I mean, it's so fluid. It's not like your everyday anime 3 frames per second. Like, of course the animation is a little rough, like in the first season, but that's the I mean, I'm sorry, not the first season. I mean, like the first few episodes, the animation may be a little rough, but like it's the first few episodes of a brand new series. I bet they didn't get like Nickelodeon's whole freaking budget immediately. No, of course not, man. But yo, this show is great. It is great because there's a lot of good stuff to cover. All right, so let's start with characters. So in the first season, new characters are introduced every season, as with every cartoon. So the first season, we get introduced to a lot of characters, and this is where this show's character development and character introducing skills really shine. When Aang showed, now, I thought Aang was going to be this, annoying little bratty kid, that's stupid and makes all the wrong decisions, but you're supposed to forgive him because forgiveness and all that, and this whole show is going to have a message of forgiveness, and it's just going to be stupid. Not at all. No, not even close. Not even close. Aang is one of the best I can say, he is one of the best child characters in a cartoon ever. He's one of the best child characters in a cartoon because he is not like dumb. Like, he may act like a child, but he is not dumb. He is not stupid. You don't get annoyed with him. I never really like I got annoyed with Aang is when he was legitimately doing something really wrong. Like, it's not just because he's not naturally annoying. He just makes bad decisions, and it's a really good. It's really extremely good how they do it, man. Again, you don't see many cartoons, like in most cartoons. I'm gonna tell you exactly how most cartoons would handle Aang. Most cartoons would have had him really annoying at first. Characters would be really annoyed with him. He would have been extremely rude, extremely bratty. He would have made so many dumb decisions. But like in later seasons, he would probably get better and stuff like that. But not here. Not here. He starts off. He starts off like he actually got some sense. He's not annoying. He's not annoying when you first introduce. You don't want to immediately just punch him in the face or leave him in the dirt. Like you're like, you're just a kid with a lot of responsibility, man. And he acts like a kid with a lot of responsibility. It's kind of like Peter Parker in the Sam Raimi films. Did I say Sam Raimi? Sam Raimi films. Man, like that guy is he's kind of like Peter Parker. He's not annoying. He may be a little bit of a loser, but he's not like, he's sympathetic. You're like, okay, bro, you're kind of bringing this on yourself. Like, you don't feel that way. It's same with here. You don't feel annoyed with Aang. You don't dread his appearance on screen. Like, you don't friggin', you're not friggin' like, ugh, you're not friggin' groaning every single time he goes on screen. Like, you never groan every single time he goes on a screen, man. You never groan. It's such good character development, man. And so you have Katara and Sokka, which are they're brother and sister, and they are total opposites of each other. Well, not total opposites. Friggin' Katara Katara, it seems she's a mature one of the two of them. Even though she is younger, she is the most mature. She kind of acts like the older sister, and there's kind of a theme that's kind of sets up her thing that she's kind of a mother. She kind of acts like a motherly figure towards Aang when they first find him. And then you have Sokka, which at least in the first season, keep in mind, in the first season, is a sexist piece of garbage. He's just legit like a sexist piece of garbage who, it's like, bruh, like, okay, you need your butt whooped. But he's not like annoying. He's not annoying. He's immature. He's kind of like what Aang probably would. He's kind of like, but you can tell he cares. The only reason why he's annoying and brooding, well, he's not broody, but you can tell he's freaking annoying because he cares for his sister. But he is just plain sexist in the first season, man. He's like, man, these girls can't do anything right. But he's annoying towards his sister because he cares about her, man. Like, it's actually a realistic brother-sister relationship. It's actually realistic, and and that's why he kind of, I wouldn't say hate, but he dislikes Aang in the beginning because he's like, his sister, because he thinks he's gonna bring trouble, and he's reasonable for thinking that, man. Like, he's like, okay, Katara, you are seriously being way too trusting towards some random kid that we just broke out of an iceberg. Like, you don't know where he came from, what he may be doing, bro. And he's the last Airbender. Yeah, man. It's just. Also, I cannot forget to mention one of the best characters in this show, if not the best in your opinion. Whatever your opinion may be, Zuko. Zuko is pretty much the person that is the sorta, he's like the main villain for like half of the first season. But he's like a guy who immediately you learn, oh, he was banished from his from the Fire Nation capital. Which, oh my gosh, I just realized I have not explained this freaking plot. I just realized I've not explained the plot. The plot of the Avatar, I'm sorry, I've explained the plot like 9 minutes in, but the plot is pretty much, pretty much the Earth, well, there's 4 elements: Earth, Fire, Water, and Air. And each of them have their own, like, sort of nation. Like, you have the Fire Nation, you have the Earth Nation, oh, wait, the Earth Kingdom, they like to call it. You have the Water Tribe, and then you have the Air Nomads. Um, and pretty much they are all loyal and primarily use their respective elements. So every once in a lifetime you have this thing called the Avatar, and the Avatar is it's a person that's randomly selected at birth, but not selected, but they're like destined. Like, the Avatar is this, I wouldn't say entity, but it's this kind of like bloodline. It's weird. It's weird. It's hard to explain. It's like this kind of bloodline that runs throughout eons, and it's pretty much this, you know, someone that masters all four elements, that's destined to master all four elements: earth, fire, air, water. You get the picture. Right? And pretty much they're selected to do this task from birth. And it's very, very, but every time an avatar dies or is killed, he gets reborn. He gets reborn as someone else. Well, it gets reborn. He, she, it, whatever. Whatever the avatar is, it gets reborn after it either dies or gets killed. Pretty much, so pretty much the avatar could last forever. Pretty much. It's pretty much, it lasts for eternity as long as someone doesn't do one specific thing that could possibly kill it, or, like, kill the bloodline of the avatar or whatever. For good. Like, no avatars forever. No other avatars, never gonna happen again. So, and so pretty much the Fire Nation, which is, primarily uses fire, the element of fire, has pretty much one day decided, you know what, I want the Fire Nation to be the primary, I want fire to be the primary element. And so the Fire Nation pretty much go on this imperial invasion. Like, they go on a world invasion where they're pretty much trying to wipe out all of the other elements. The Earth Kingdom, the Water Tribe. They're pretty much trying to wipe, and the Air Nomads. They're pretty much trying to wipe them out. However, the Air Nomad. However, the first element they go after, though, is the Air Nomads, which they proceed to kill all of them. They proceed to kill all of the Air Nomads because they knew the Avatar was going to be born as an Airbender. However, they thought they killed all the Air Nomads. However, Aang, the Avatar, like, he ran away like something years earlier, and yeah, kind of just he got frozen in the ice with this little pet, I'd say, pet slash companion, Appa, which is a flying bison, and it can fly. And so apparently, Aang realizes that, and Aang wakes up 100 years later. Sokka and Katara find him, break him out the iceberg that he was frozen in for 100 years, and yeah, pretty much, Aang learns that he is the last Airbender, hence the name, the last Airbender, since all the other Air Nomads were wiped out like 100 years ago. Also, sorry for the explanation, but yeah, man, this is a really good premise, man. And so Zuko, back to Zuko. Zuko so the leader of this, he's a part of the royal bloodline, like, of the Fire Nation. He is the prince he is the son of the Fire Lord, which is the leader of the Fire Nation, pretty much set to lead this world invasion. Um, so pretty much, Zuko was banished. Um, and he was banished, and he can never come back until he finds the Avatar and brings them back, which he thinks is a friggin' death sentence. So they're like, oh wait, shoot, the Avatar has been seen for 100 years, but luckily, just 3 years later, Avatar Aang freaking comes back. They break Katara and Sokka break Avatar Aang out of the iceberg, and this is a really, really, really good, and Zuko is one of the is so complex, man. Like, he's so complex. Like, in the first season, he may seem very dry. He may seem very one note. But trust me, wait till you get to season 2. Wait till you get to season 2, because season 2, like, season 1 is by far the weakest season. But that's not saying it's bad. I'm nowhere near saying it's bad. It's great. It's amazing. It's just that the the last 2 seasons are so good. They are unbelievably good. No lie. No freaking lie. I am not lying. The second season is incredible, man. It is incredible, man. I mean, the second and third season are just so good, man. And oh my, of course and it just really makes me, I just love the second and third season, man, because so much good stuff is in that second and third season. It is absolutely unreal how good this show gets. The first season, first of all, this is the only show ever that hooked me by its first episode. That don't happen. I can tell you right now, that don't happen with me. Like, not even my favorite cartoon ever, Samurai Jack, gripped me on the exact first episode. It gripped me on the third. It got me on the third. Clone Wars didn't, freaking Clone Wars didn't get me on the first episode. In fact, it didn't really grip me until the second season. I was enjoying it, but it didn't really grab me until the third season, man. I'm sorry, not the third season, the second season, man. It is oh my gosh, this show is so good. It's so good, and man, I freaking binge watched this joint. Man. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so great. This is great. This is going to be a great cartoon, and let alone it is, man. It's an extremely good adventure cartoon, man. And oh my gosh, I want to live. You know what? I want to live in this world. I want to live in this world. I want to live in this world. Oh my gosh, the world building the world building and the character building and the ideas that they have in the show are so good. Now, of course, this ain't a flawless series, man. There was 2 episodes of the entire show that I didn't really care for. The one called The Painted Lady, which is season 3, episode 3 or something like that. I think The Painted Lady I didn't really care for, and something called The Great Divide I didn't really care for. It was really just filler. Those 2 episodes are really just filler. But those are the only episodes I did not like. Those are the only episodes I did not like. Seriously. That's it. And in 3 seasons with 62 episodes, I think, Oh, I only 2 of those 62 I did not like. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Ugh. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? I love this like this show is great. And you know what? I did watch this show back when I was like I didn't watch it. I watched like a few episodes every now and then when I was like 8. Like I remember I was over at my cousin's house and we were watching Nickelodeon, and this was on. We were watching Nickelodeon on his TV, and you know, Avatar. Like they were doing some reruns of Avatar or something like that. They were doing some reruns, and we were kind of just watching that, but I wasn't really paying attention. Man, I'm so glad I rewatched this series when I'm older, man, and I get to really, really get to see the character development. I get to really understand how good this show is. I'm so happy I saw this now when I'm kind of a film nerd and I understand, stuff like character development, script writing, smart writing, good like animation. I can appreciate the animation, stuff like that. Like there's a lot of stuff to there's a lot more stuff to appreciate now than I ever would have then. Like even if I watched it back then, I probably would have been like, it's alright. Like not really nothing I care for. Like now I get to see this series and see how really good it is. I get to really see how good it is, man. It is extremely good. I implore you, please watch this show. Please watch this show. It's on Netflix. Alright, it's on Netflix. You can buy it on YouTube. I heard it's even on the PlayStation Store. You can get it anywhere. You can get it anywhere. Just please watch this show. Now, now I will be doing another review for something. I will be doing a review for the movie. Alright, I will be doing a review for the movie. I'll probably get that out tomorrow. Because the movie is something special. The movie is something special, and I'm gonna get to that. So I'm sorry if it wasn't really in depth, but I will get really in depth. And by the way, that's going to be I'm letting you know right now. That's going to be a spoiler review. All right. That I'm gonna have something special for that. I'm gonna have something special for that movie. But yeah, guys. Thanks for watching. It's pretty short movie review, but thanks for watching, guys. Please watch this show. It's extremely good. Alright. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching, as always. And, be safe, guys. Let's get it. Oh, and final grade, A+.